want to throw in a comment if
Yeah.
you're getting what we're doing here, just so we can make sure we're all rigged up and going?
Yeah, let us know how the audio is and everything. We've changed around our setup a little bit here tonight, and we're
Hey,
yeah.
what's up, man?
trying a few different things to see what works and what doesn't. Voices are a bit quiet, so my mic is properly, so Dorian will fix that.
Yeah, you're good. Guitars sound great. Awesome. Good to go. Yeah, we tried a little different this time.
Yeah. I can't do that. Oh, cheater!
Cheater!
Cheater! He's got a delay.
Delay makes you play more notes. What's up, John? What's up, Robbie? What's up, Jim? What's up, Mitch? Everybody's here. Brent, you're here too.
Yeah.
Great. Looks like we're going.
Yeah, so we were took a couple of weeks off, obviously, as you guys know, from doing the regular ones. Just really busy. I hope you guys are all busy with whatever you guys are doing these days. Your guitars are panned backwards and it hurts my brain. Oh, like he's on the left and I'm on the right?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man.
I think the buzz actually might be the heater.
Yeah?
It might be the,
Yeah.
we'll try it out.
Sorry, guys, if there's,
There might be a little bit of noise, but it's all good.
could also be the,
Yeah?
yeah. Could also be the Marshall that we're playing.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty high noise
You
floor.
notice this thing is brand new.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Marshall sent it straight to us. It's the new vintage relic series. I was questioning about when they decided to get rid of part of their logo, like
And they also took a
like
knife
the
to it
marsh.
here.
Yeah,
And also that.
yeah. It's I never noticed that before.
Dorian pointed that out to
man.
me today.
There's a reason that this amp doesn't really leave the office. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's
Out of curiosity, one sec. Is the buzz gone?
and we're waiting for the lag.
Is the buzz going? Is the buzz gone? I just want to check this before we rule out the Marshall.
Relic pedal series, please.
It's gone? Is it gone now?
All right, so it's my pedal board that sucks and that has a bunch of buzz in it. How about now, guys? Did it go away?
No, it's back. I gotta...
No.
Oh.
It's back. Even when
Yeah, it's something after that. You could just plug it right in.
I will.
Cool. Who needs delay?
Who needs a tuner?
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
There is actually a good fix for it that I can use. What's up? Gone?
Gone.
Guess what?
Looks like I'm rewiring your pedal board.
I need to build a new one anyway. The loop's fine. It's the stuff that's in front.
Yeah.
So I use those George L cables on a lot of stuff, and let's just say that George L cables are really great. I'm not so great with them. Like, I maybe never use the tool that they tell me to use to tighten things down, so I need to just,
Yeah.
find time to actually solder a proper pedal board.
Yeah.
What's up, Jake? Jake,
Jake, my dad, is here.
this
What's
guitar needs some of your love soon.
up? You'll like this one. This is one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Still buzzing like a bee, eh? It's not the pedal board. Is it the... Let's try this. Is it the Marshall? You want to let me know if evidence audio... Yeah, exactly. We actually have an evidence cable here. Is it still going? We got the buzz going there? Alright.
Is it me then? Let's see.
Well, you're just going right in. Should be fine.
Still there? Yeah, probably is in the room.
It probably is in the room.
There's a good chance it's the heat.
It might
in
actually
here.
be the heater.
We've got electric heat in here, and it's it's Canada, so it's
Yeah.
we're not sitting in here with no heat. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, we gotta go with it.
So
Not the amp's guitar. Yeah, okay. It must be the heater.
sweet.
All right. Well, we're not gonna freeze, so we'll try our best to play over that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So we're talking about like Sean did a video of like the green G2 versus the gold G2 this last weekend, and we were talking about crunch tones because like as I've gotten older, I've gotten away from playing like mostly like really high gain stuff, and mostly doing like dad rock tones, and my favorite upgrade to the Mark III series is the green channel by like a mile.
I think it's mine now too.
Yeah.
I've grown, like, and the more I play the amps, it's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite.
Yeah. So we were like, Well, let's mess around. And Dorian, who's our new like graphics, videography, like everything that makes us look good guy at Rev is
That's your job.
He's
Everything who makes us look good guy.
he's like a big like Brit Marshall-y like crunch tones guy, and I have this JCM 800, which we joked about, which I am sad that that's doing that. It wasn't doing that before. This is probably because I took it to Nashville, like when I say I took it to Nashville, I shipped it to Nashville one time, and I bet you, yeah, that's not good. Look at that, do it dances though, right? Like remember, man, like in the '90s they had like kind of like bobbleheads, but they had like little things you put on your dash that would like sway back and forth like
That's
movie
exactly
dancers.
what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, this JCM 800 is like my favorite sounding Marshall out of anything that I've played. It's a 50 watt. I believe it's an 84. I don't know. Do you remember what year your 100 watt is? Yeah. So this is an 84 50 watt CSA edition. So it's got like the metal toggles on it, and it's got like different.
Same ones we gotta use.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually funny.
Instead of the like rocker panels that they have in the States. And I don't know, man, there's something about it. It's probably been modded. Used to be Mike Hall from the Killer Dwarfs amp, and so it's been all over the world, but it just sounds so fat for a Marshall.
Yeah.
So we were talking about like our favorite crunch tones and thought, well, let's mess around with that. Like,
Yeah.
we're both big pop punk fans, and yeah.
Totally. It's funny because I think as I got older, I got more into the pop punk, which
Yeah.
is like the total opposite of what you would expect. But we were talking about this, specifically the Green Channel, and I guess kind of why we like the new version of it so much, and really we're just both fans of those crunchier rock tones that aren't super saturated but just break up nicely. And
Yeah.
basically sifted through here today and found a bunch of different pedals that we could use to show that. Just try a few different things, compare it with the amp, with the 100p we got here, and just mess around, see what sounds good. So, sample guitars that. This is Derek's EB Rooster Strat, which is made in the States, I believe.
Yeah. Kind of like Franklin, Tennessee area, like close to Nashville.
Yeah. And it's got a really nice roasted maple neck on it. I'm a big fan of maple in general. It's really snappy. The action's a little higher than I would go for usually, but I actually like this right now. It really, like a guitar like this, you gotta fight it a little bit, and then it does what you want.
That's just because Bruce hasn't touched it.
Yeah, we gotta give it to my dad.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
That's got the McNelly pickups in it, which are, I don't know much about McNelly. He's from Southern Ontario somewhere. That's what the bridge pickup is, and it sounds really great. The neck profile on that guitar is crazy. Like it's like a V.
It's
from like 1 to like 5 or 7, and then it moves to.
I'd call it like a deep V, almost like a Kyle, like a Kyle Carrick shirt.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, Kyle, if you're here.
Nice.
Early STP has some sick crunch tones. Fun story. I got to tour with STP 2 years ago, and Dean DeLeo's tone is absolutely wild to hear live, and his boost is turning on another amp. I'm not even joking. He's got the Marshall, or he's got a Demeter rig with 2 Marshall 412s, and then the solo boost is a Vox AC30, and it just turns on. That's
They're
awesome.
asking if we had fluorescent lights on. Are we too bright?
No, that might be the noise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
might be what the noise is. We'll
Cool.
figure it out. Anyways, yeah, STP has some sick crunch tones. Yeah, exactly. Just turn it out more.
Yeah, man. So
I guess
hey, check it out. We have a pedal camera for tonight. It's not the best yet, but it's way better than what we've done. We got a camera that'll hit Sam's board.
Yeah,
So-
the little board that I threw together.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Look
you go.
at that.
Look at that there. Got the Adidas endorse me. That'd be sick. So yeah, I just kind of went through Derek's office to find out what we had for pedals, and the G2 obviously we're gonna run. We can kind of see how that sounds through the Marshall versus the amp itself. The 805 is kind of a modern version of this by Seymour Duncan, which is a great drive. And then the Friedman Golden Pearl is like a really nice kind of boost transparent drive as well. So yeah, we'll just kind of walk through these and see how they sound. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Our vocal would light it up. No, it is lit up. I think. Oh snap! Video switching. Yeah, there Now it's from Peter.
Yeah, Anthony, we're super high tech now. We have several cameras that only Dorian knows how to work. So Sam and I are screwed if Dorian can't be here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Occasionally we can make Ish do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Ish knows how to work it too.
He's also not here today, so
Yeah.
yeah. Cool. I guess if we want to hear some tones, let's. What do we want to do?
Sure, man.
So this is the Marshall. So we are running the Marshall into the Two Notes Captor X.
Yeah.
So you're not hearing it through a cabinet. You're hearing it through. I'm not sure what IR is in there right now, but it should be similar to what we're actually running through this. And that's, I guess, the beauty of the Two Note stuff is you can run an amp like this at full bore and still get a realistic direct sound with it, which is awesome. Like right away when we plugged it in and started dialing it, it was like not surprising, I guess, because I knew what this thing was going to sound like. But
Yeah.
but running it direct like that, like you get the same response and everything. So that's how I'm running the amp. Just a little bit of breakup on it. So I'm gonna throw the G2 in front of it, I guess, and yeah, we'll see how that sounds. Oh, Stoby says ground lift switch on the Captor X. That's with the G2 on the blue aggression. I'm going to flip it back to normal here just so you can kind of hear it. And it's pretty much flat. So it's basically running it into a channel just with a bit of breakup.
Do you want to hear it? Do you guys want to hear it like less like boosting the front of an already distorted amp? Do you want to hear it more clean and see what, you know, just drive on its own sounds like? You guys tell us what you want to hear. We're pretty much here for your amusement and not really, yeah,
Yeah.
not much else. Yeah,
It might be the lapel that you're hearing. Like
Yeah,
the
you
lapel.
are.
I'll try to point her away.
yeah.
Oh, I play like that. So yeah, let us know. That's the Marshall on its own, and again, just riding it. Like we were talking about this with the D20. Like it kind of works to run it really nicely at the edge of breakup
Yep.
for sagging pedals in front of it, and then, you know, if I want to get it clean, a little bit of dirt on there, but having like a little bit of dirt off the hop gives it a lot more impact when you're running a pedal in front of it, and it still gives you the option to back it off.
Yeah.
You can just back it right off. I think it's right there.
Yeah, Anthony, that's 100% how I run the Gold G2. It is my like kind of just edge of breakup sound. I normally run the gain probably like 11 o'clock in the blue drive mode and into a fairly clean amp, right? Like I'd have it just slightly broken up, or like if you're running it on your 120, I'd run it into channel 1 with the wide switch on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
And that's how I, not, you know, with your 120, not that you need it, the drive channel on the 120 will do what the G2 is doing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot to mention, in true Kyle Carriage fashion, everybody smash that like button for us if you can, so that
Smash.
lets other people know that we're doing this.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so you've got those pedals. I don't know. We just lost all of mine because of the fact that I unplugged the board. So there's not really much I can show you guys.
Comparatively,
I
well,
mean,
we had the G2 on there, and the Golden Boy, I guess, would be the other one. Which
Yeah.
we could, you know, we could swap some out on here and just kind of compare them to what this is doing. I guess,
yeah,
like,
you can do that if you want, but I mean, it might be a bit difficult because it's all dual lockout.
Yeah.
I'll probably just play with the
How are you gonna delay there?
the loop's still fine.
going. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, great. Right. Plug it back in. Well, yeah. Actually, now that we determined that wasn't the noise, we might as well try.
You don't think that that's a noise?
No, because they were saying it was still picking up like the heater or something. Might as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
We'll see. Might as well try it out. Too much ground noise. Do we want to try the ground lift on the Captor X?
He's looking at it. This is the first time we've tried using the Captor X for any of this stuff, so...
Which is an amazing piece of tech, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me just fix my busted ass pedal board here.
Yeah.
Because I'm too fat and I stepped on it one day and broke the input jacks.
Something being fat has to do with your footing. But
Let's see.
noise equals rock.
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Nothing. Nothing?
Isn't it great? Works great, eh?
Works great. Alex Freebird. No!
If I knew how to play it, Alex, I would. So, I'll try to fix this while Sam plays you some stuff.
Cool. I'll walk through some more pedals while we're doing this. So, yeah, I mean, I think we were kind of using the Marshall as a platform here, you know, with Tube Screamer type drives, such as the 808 or obviously the original Tube Screamer here. I feel like, you know, they stack really nicely with an already broken up kind of sound, and just kind of hit, like, it's not necessarily driving it more as much as it's just giving a little bit more saturation and boost, and it makes it fatter, so. Oh, there you go, I got some sound now. Okay, I'm done. We're good. No. Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, and again, you know, I'm really a big fan of gain staging. I'm not running a gate, so it won't get too hot, but, you know, it wouldn't be uncommon to run a couple of these just to kind of stack them and fill out just the space a little bit more, because each pedal will fill out a different range. So this is using the 805. We're done without.
Like, that got you closer to, like... To where the, like, the blue drive mode on the 100p kind of starts off.
Totally.
It's kind of tough to tell from where we're sitting. That's where the studio market
I hear that though. It's like it's the way that the extra drive stage kind of just saturates a little bit, and that's what I think the Tube Screamer style circuit does really well in front of an amp like this. Yeah.
So yeah, like for mine, I would probably go like talking to Anthony there about how I would run. Sorry, we don't have camera. So I'm gonna run more in that range, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna run an overdrive pedal, I'm not
Pretty transparent.
I'm not very big on like stacking drives on drives as much as you are.
For a high gain tone.
Yeah.
But I guess that was where I was going with that. Is like with a high gain tone, you don't necessarily need to get all of your gain from one source. You can add like different steps to kind of fill out your sound a little more.
Yeah, like when I was playing, no one really did. Well, at least no one that I played with really did that. Like I didn't hear of the idea of throwing a Tube Screamer in front of a rectifier or anything until probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I was like, what?
I'm like, use the rectifier.
With like way too much bottom end.
Yeah.
Like I remember being so choked about the fact that like Alex's 5152 would cut better than my rectifier would, and I was like, man, because like on its own, the 5152, I felt like it had this weird like saturation to it that was like just kind of like way oversaturating the way he had it dialed in, and like you'd run the gain super low, otherwise it would do that.
Yeah.
And and like I kept like from when I started with my rectifier, I would have the gain at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then it slowly starts going like, okay, now I'm at 1 o'clock. Now I'm at 11 o'clock. And you just keep rolling it back and back and back. And you'd be like, okay, it's getting tighter and tighter. Like, it sounds better and better.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, but now, like...
How do I get the gain?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I go to play and I'm like...
Yeah.
Like, where's my...
Yeah.
Where's this?
Yeah.
That's non-existent.
Something's got to hit the preamp real hard.
Yeah.
And break her up.
Exactly, so...
Yeah.
So I also have the Golden Boy here from Jackson Audio.
It's a really good sound pedal.
It's good. This is Joey Landrus signature pedal. He's
Yep.
kind enough to send one over to me to check out. It's got like a boost in it, but I think it also has like different drive modes. No, I think maybe it's just the boost. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got
I
like
think
it sounds awesome.
yeah. And I love the carbon copy with that friggin' top. It's so good.
What's that? A little hot?
I'll pour it in. Just the level,
Okay, here.
overall
Okay,
level.
here.
Oh, it's just the level. Mitch, it's the Schecter Nick Johnson signature. It's the USA model. It's both of our favorite strats that we've ever played ever. They're great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also for drives, yeah, this is the best strat I've ever played by a long shot.
Yeah.
The neck on it is just so unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had one of those at the Winter NAMM booth a couple years ago, and I just remember you being like, "Oh man, like
yeah,
I need this."
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's full coffee on
Oh well.
it. Yeah,
Serious now.
this is the Mythos Herculean. Herculean? I don't know if I'm saying that right. My buddy Zach in Nashville builds Mythos pedals. It's cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Sam tries to play Aerosmith.
Exactly.
Let's go. Without feel.
We get before the live stream, we were like, wait, we should probably find something we can play together. And then
Sweet Emotion?
Then it didn't really happen. We were like, well, I started playing like that intro part of Sweet Emotion, and like I of course don't actually know how to play it properly. Sean's probably sitting there watching this, just cringing, like. Yeah.
Play Hot for Teacher. Oh man.
Oh, Hot for Teacher. Man,
That was a nice. What was the summertime when Derek had the huge reverb? Yeah, totally. Like a Don Henley type thing.
Where is Hot for Teacher? I don't know that part.
I don't know. I don't know that either. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. That's the part. Oh no, Sean says that's the part. You got it. It's funny too. Just through learning that riff, we realized we were both at the same Aerosmith concert like 17 years ago when I moved to Winnipeg when I was 12.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was working as a rigger at that show, and I've
Oh,
told
you're
the
working
story.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I've told the story before. There's only 2 times that I thought I was going to get fired as a rigger because I almost ran over an artist. The first one was actually I think the first one I almost ran over was Steven Tyler. The second one was Chad Kroger. And like,
That's awesome.
I could not believe like watching however old he was, like 50-something-year-old Steven Tyler.
Oh, just raging.
Like, just jumping around. He had this weird thing in his dressing room that he'd like hop up on, and like almost like mini monkey bars in his
Yeah.
room. And I was like, how much coke does this guy do before his show? Like, how does he do this?
Also, remember before that, what's his face? Rick Nielsen had like the 7-neck guitar
Yeah.
or something ridiculous like that.
You know what I
awesome.
always loved that Cheap Trick had? It does have,
Seen some rock and roll.
yeah. It has lots more than just that.
It also
Do the
fucking
wiggle.
moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
man, Cheap Trick had this awesome. Did they have the wall of cabinets there where he actually had like blinder lights instead of the
Yeah.
speakers? That he had it on a foot switch that
He could just
come over
control
and-
them.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a personality, eh?
Yeah.
Rick Nielsen.
Dude, they're all
Yeah.
they're all bonkers. He Ronnie Ladebrook opened for them with one. I don't know. It must have been with Wreck and So.
Yeah.
In Winnipeg, and he got to play like Rick's like
I remember
50s or
seeing
60s
that.
Les Paul, whatever it was.
Yeah, I
like,
remember seeing
killer
about that.
guitar.
That's awesome. Do love me some Nickelback.
Yeah,
I on it like I don't get the hate. I say that every time someone brings up Nickelback on the live stream. It's like I don't get the hate.
I don't remember how to play any of their songs anymore, but like I used to
I don't
love
either.
them, and I used
Yeah.
to like I learned most of that Silver Side Up record when it came out. And
Yeah,
I'm just-
yeah. I remember when that came out. Actually, I was in elementary school when that came out.
thanks, Sam.
Yeah, but I remember hearing it and like being like, damn, there's like that was like when I was getting into really playing guitar, and I was like, there's some cool riffs going on. Like, yeah.
I still love like I think that the drum sound, like the kick drum sound on Nickelback Animals, is one of the best kick drum, like rock
Oh,
kick
yeah.
drums I've ever heard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
they have a
fast.
couple of tunes with like some breakdowns in them too, like just throwing them. Yeah, throwing those.
Rex, how about some GNR? Man, if I could play it, I would. I'm a massive GNR fan. Sam will attest to walking into the office and listening to me listening to Appetite or
All the time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Ronnie, there he is, man.
yeah, dude. So for Cheap Trick, recommend me come play Surrender with them at the end of the show. That's awesome. Digging the rev tones. Animals amazing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I saw someone just say rip the amps full bore without any pedals.
Alright.
Dorian's gonna hate me. It's fine.
You want like the crunch channel ripped, or you want like the high gain channels ripped?
I'll quickly do this. I don't know how much it's gonna affect my level, but that's the Marshall with the gain like pin
Dude, you know what?
going through
Okay.
the two notes. Does that?
You can't resist it, right? Like
I can't. It's
like-
too easy to do.
like, it's impossible for Sam to not do that pick rate straight, whatever you call it.
Straight, whatever. I've said many times, Mike Stringer is the king of this from Spirit Box. So that's just running right into the Marshall with like a split coil, and I'm really a big fan of like the split coil crunch tones. I don't know, I just kind of like the mix of like the single coily kind of jankiness with the fatness, which I really like. So yeah, that's the Marshall. So that's the amp itself. Usually what I'd opt for is to run the gain a little lower on the amp. And then this is with the G2. The gain dialed back a little bit, going for kind of the same thing. It's funny because that song's actually called Impulsively Responsible, which is a pun off of Impulse Response.
Nice.
Which is funny because Jack just commented IR. Play the hard part.
Anthony wants to play some Fleetney.
Plenty.
Or Fleetney.
Oh man. Did I just break a string? I broke a string trying to play Plenty on the first bend. Sorry, Plenty. Oh yeah, listen to that. I think I just pulled it off the nut or something. I don't know. I just did something to it. Where's the bass set on the JCM, Sean? It's cranked pretty high right now, actually. We could probably
Yeah.
pull her down a little bit.
Is it too
Um,
much, Sean? We'll wait for the 7-second delay.
Yeah, exactly. Put me your your high E. Oh, you switched guitars. How quickly can I tune a guitar?
Faster than me by here, that's for sure.
That'll do. Turn her
Turn her
down.
down.
I think we were just like messing around with that before we started and forgot to put it back. How's that, Sean? I get why you like this amp.
Yeah.
There you go. Zach, I can't play any Jacob Zatecki. No one can play Jacob Zatecki except for him.
That's still the green channel on the 100p. Like I said, this is my favorite channel on the amp. It's the gain's just set at noon. Like most things are pretty close to noon. It is the blue drive mode. Like.
See if I can. I'll grab something with some drop B action going on here.
Yeah, I want to try the Marshall with this too.
Yeah,
oh, sorry,
with the EB Rooster.
Nah, with this.
Oh yeah, we'll switch. Yeah.
Look.
Let me know what pedals.
I'll do that while you figure out a new.
Yeah.
Turn. What do you got the gain at there?
Yeah.
Turn the pedals off to start.
Actually, you know what? I have my guitar here. I'm gonna grab it. We're gonna grab a super modern guitar and run it through a classic amp.
Is it just super fuzzy?
A little bit.
It's like it doesn't clean up. It's just.
Oh, you know what? Put it here.
Can you scroll the comments?
Hit the bright switch real quick, Derek.
I'm not playing that amp.
Oh, wait.
I'm
Wait,
like,
what am I
yeah.
doing? I'm playing this amp now.
Yeah.
Never mind. You're on the JC app. See you, Dad. Have a good night. I'll see you sometime this weekend.
See you, Jake. We'll get you over here soon for the thing where we're gonna do a live stream where Jake shows us all
How to make sure our guitars don't suck.
exactly how to tune a guitar properly and put strings on them and all that fun stuff. Sound like AC/DC. Man, I miss having a cabinet in the room for this one.
You just don't feel the vibration.
It's just hard to hear from it.
Man, I love how that sounds. Yeah, I mean,
You want that delay on or you want
yeah, just turn it off. It's fine.
How about Sam plays and I just turn on everything and see how it sounds?
Oh man, that's terrible.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's a bit of verb, but
Yeah.
you have to turn the verb on.
So this will be kind of like a more full bore channel two-tone without any pedals in front of it.
That guitar is so loud acoustically. Like,
It's crazy.
what chord are you playing there?
It's a weird one. So it's 0, 4, 0, 3, 0. So you
Yeah,
can
like-
so you can do it as like so like the A, B, C thing.
Like that guitar is so loud compared, like just.
It's
Isn't it
it's,
insane?
it's actually crazy. Yeah.
Can you guys hear that from the cardioid mics? Like, here's me.
It's so loud.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Like,
So many dang chords. I don't know what they are though, Sean. They just sound good.
yeah, Sam will eventually show me how to play the guitar right. Okay, so
Let me know if you want any of these too.
Sean, you told me to play some ACDC with the gain down. I'm tempting to turn it down without it turning off, but it's kind of falling apart to me. Is it falling apart to you over there? Like, yeah. So, do you know
Don't do that.
hear what I'm saying? I can't go less gain. Less gain, more treble. it's
He's been saying that all night. It's modded. It's modded. Still sounds great.
Is that better than it was? It's not falling apart as bad, eh?
Turn the bass off, Sean says. That's how you get an AC/DC tone.
Is there a cardboard box I can play into? I wonder if we could plug the speaker cabinet into just a box from the shop. It's probably about the same thing.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yup. That's
I'm
it.
pretty sure Sean is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Can you
change-
find the tiniest, like, open back 112 you can find?
The face you make.
I'm like, nope. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds terrible. Sorry, Sean.
Hey man, those guys made a career off of that in 4 chords.
I know. And I'm 99% sure Sean's just trolling me right now. And he's just like, yeah, do this.
Oh man.
That's the extent of my gallant.
Sounds like it's going through a radio.
Like, what a night and day difference. Right? Like, there's just like a bunch of thumpers in the sound. Like,
Oh, so good. Is that like hard on coke?
yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Here, hit that G2 in front of it now. Let's see. Oh, wow.
Whoa, you just turned the IR off? Oh, that'll do it. There we go. So you guys can't see, but Dorian's messing around in Torpedo Remote right now with some of the IRs and the Capture X. Oh, there you go. That's the
Oh.
Marshall sound right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Here we go, boys. It's a rock show now. I don't know enough ACDC. I know it's like 3 chords.
GCA, just play them in different order. I'm not saying that in a way of hate at all. It's like those dudes like legit wrote interesting songs off of that.
On the JCM.
Right now, Sean, it is at about 6 out of 10. So about 1 o'clock.
This is with the G2 in front though. So if you want to hear the Marshall on its own, it's about what we're getting from the Marshall. So actually, keep going there.
He says there's tons of gain.
Yeah, no, it gets hot for sure.
Yeah. It's pretty much EQ's at noon, Sean. Like across the board.
Everything's pretty flat, yeah. The presence knob is not a knob. As you can't see, there's no knob here, so we're kind of just guessing on that one.
Show me the beast or that beast. No, the Marshall just needs us to have a cabinet in here, and I don't let anybody touch it because it sounds so awesome through a cab.
Yeah.
But
Back her up a little bit, but that's channel 2 on this amp.
yeah,
Oh, is it? No, it's not good enough. It's the verb. Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony, it might be a little bit like that. I noticed that with my JMP, I was running a torpedo reload with it one time, and it just doesn't like the reload as much as it likes a real cabinet. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marshalls to me are really finicky. Like I've owned 4, 5, in the last few years, and prior to playing this amp, I actually pretty much hated Marshalls. Plug it in without changing anything. Oh, you want me to? Yeah.
Like
okay.
back and forth. Yeah. Cool.
I got a tune.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
let's switch cables.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to hear what Sean wants to hear? What I sound like through the rig you were just playing.
Well, I must here
Oh.
are the two amps together.
Can I tune first? Is that okay?
Yes.
We can all agree that Ugly Kid Joe is the greatest band of all time. Yes, true.
Yeah, tune up, and then we'll flip you back and forth between the two. You can get kind of a back to back on.
Yeah, everybody say hi to Travis. I forgot to tell everybody to say hi to Sean before, but everybody say hi to Sean and Travis.
Hello, Sean and Travis.
Yeah,
Good to see you since our meeting earlier.
exactly.
Jeremy Bortot, no tuning will help you, Derek.
No, you're correct,
Jeremy, pick a Tolex for your amp.
He did, or he tried to. He's
Okay.
been such a douche. He's making me order in a custom set of, like, he wants Ivory Taurus instead of Ivory Bronco. So we have Ivory Bronco here, but he's like, but I really want the Taurus, like, texture. And I'm like, you are such a design snob. It drives me nuts.
It'll look sick, though.
Yeah, I know.
It will look really good. So
I'm going to do it just so that every time I see him, I can be like, hey, remember that time you were a huge pain in the ass about Tolex?
And I spent
Yeah.
whatever on Tolex for one amp for you.
I hope more than anything that the day that we get to return to NAMM, that we get the same old carpenter dude helping us with Jeremy Bortot there, so we can get him to call him Bro Taint.
The same union
The
guy.
whole, yeah.
Resorts at Anthony House. Peter Trout. I like that you call that by its actual name, and that actually is my favorite Tolex that we have right now.
Everybody have some sympathy for Jeremy. He's a little bit sore this week. He had to go for an operation.
Oh, actually? I'm sorry. Derek's favorite color, bacon strip.
At least I'm not getting my amp the color of testicles, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure the ivory's got to be the closest thing to ball color that we've done.
Andy, it's the one you're gonna get. Yeah, man. I've kind of been holding off on actually getting one for myself because looking at all these custom builds, I'm so indecisive. But the Peter Trout, I think, might be my favorite.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite too. So
I think Derek said it's an 84 Marshall.
so there you go, Sean.
That sounds really good, man. Yeah. That's the Marshall with the G2.
Yeah.
Play a few more riffs, right? Quick switch. Yep, down.
Backwards.
Oh yeah.
Turn the G2 off.
I had the gain dial back.
What are you running for an IR though? Sorry. Go to. There's one called Brownie Back. Yeah, grab the Brownie Back. Let me know when it's loaded up. It's fine, it'll let us download.
I've heard about those, Anthony. They basically when the cable plugs in, it engages, and then there's like a little thing that disengages it when you unplug, so it kills it. I think D'Addario did one like that
it?
as well. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Is that better?
that's the brown sound right there.
I think that's better. I only hear from here.
Yeah,
Jordan's
we're hearing the
he's like-
reflection off the back wall.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like it's not a greenback.
Yeah, Anthony, do that. That'd be great for the live stream. Nutrix silent plugs, yeah. Cool. That's sweet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go. Sam plays Rage Against the Machine tonight, guys.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goes on parade.
Oh, you weren't playing it like
Hold
that. Dorian's the real hero. Yes, he is. He made this whole thing happen tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have placed some animals as leaders. Do you think I can thump? I can't do that. Dude, that's such a weird, like... I mean, I can imagine how it feels like when you get into it, just like you can just flow with it, but that's just such an odd technique for
Is
me.
that right?
Yes.
Sweet.
How are the fresh bagels?
Oh man, they were so good. We don't have any more left, so my wife made fresh bagels. And I was bugging Travis about it.
There's your animals as leaders thing, but I picked it. There's no woven web. Right. But it is like... It's
Yeah.
like fucking... I can't do any of that shit.
When he was in Winnipeg, he came to Stereo Bus. Oh man, I don't know, like 4 years
I remember
ago.
that. Yeah.
And
that was the show with Plenty in Intervals, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he came in and did like a demo using 120 with the Torpedo Studio for
Yeah.
two notes,
Oh, man.
and just like it looks so effortless for him, and I'm like,
Totally. Yeah.
I'm like, how in the hell does it, like, how do you get that, like, how do you get that sound out of your hand? So
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It looks like nothing is happening, but you're hearing so much. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Yeah. Jack, you probably could thump better than me, dude, but you don't need to flex like that. It's all good. It's all good. For anyone who doesn't know, Jack's been in these live streams. He's one of my main students, and he's a killer guitar player, so you should follow him.
don't worry, Jack, you can thump better than me. Doesn't hurt my feelings, bud. You're good.
You can thump better than me. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I haven't
Yeah.
practiced it. You should go take some lessons with Josh Della. He'll show you how to do it. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Fuzzy sounding.
Yeah, that's just the amps. Like, there's not much changing between there and there that I can hear.
Yeah.
Did you change the cabinet again, or is it still the Browning back? Yeah, I was like, that's not the Browning back.
Sounds like that almost sounds like Deep Purple. You don't know Smoke on the Water? And you play as inverted power chord, so that's great. It's not the classic music store. That's the music store version of Smoke on the Water.
How about
Yeah, heard a lot of different versions of that.
there's some Randy Rhoads tone.
That's exactly. That's good though, man. I've never heard you do a pinch harmonic like that.
Oh, I missed it.
Going off the rails.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the tone though, man.
Oh man.
A few years late on this, but
I don't remember who was posting about it, but there was some.
Derek, you were legit way better than I thought. It's because he never plays. Derek always shits on himself as a guitar player, and then you watch him play, and it's like, no, dude, you're like legit good.
It's
Like,
because. Okay, so here's the thing. Sean comments about the fact that he's got 3 tricks, which is complete bullshit. Like, his tricks are like, I can play the guitar, I can play the bass, and
And I'm better than you at all of them.
Yeah, I can play the accordion. Like, so the I have like literally I steal things from other people. Like my
oh, like the band, yeah, the one you always do. And you always do it like super off pitch on purpose just to make me angry.
So I'll steal little things as I hear other people play them, and then I never practice, so I never learn anything else. And when we talk about doing these, I'm like, hey man,
I remember today you were like, yeah, we should jam a bit today, and then you're like, I don't have time to jam today.
yeah,
That's
sorry, man.
literally it.
Yeah.
We'll jam one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy, exactly. Sean's 3 tricks. I can play everything 3 times better than you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Cool. I can definitely hear where the influence came, like not influence, because it's not Model F or anything, but I can definitely hear the marshalliness in this channel now that we're comparing them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's definitely like the low end. I mean, they're very different amps, so that is what it is. But there is a certain aspect of it that feels the same to me, which I really like quite a bit.
Yeah, like the difference I find it like, and the reason that I really like this JCM 800 more than any of the ones I've played in the past, or like I've owned. Man, I think I've said on this before that like the JCM 2000 Triple Super Lead is the worst, like the worst high gain like head that I have ever played.
I remember when I was like 14 or 15, and we were playing our first, like my first band was playing our first ever show, and we rented amps from Long and McQuaid because we just had combo amps, and we got the JCM 2000s, and I was so hyped on it, and I went to play it at the show, and I was like, I just plug in my Roland,
Yeah, like
do it direct.
I just found I found almost all Marshalls to be super thin for the longest time, and it was we were shooting a video for Two Notes with Joey Landreth like 4 or 5 years ago, and we had this, and we had a 76 or 72 JMP, 72 maybe. Do you know what? What's the backline company in Winnipeg? He's on Wall.
Oh,
Damien?
was
Anyway.
it the dude who we went to when we did the Loomis shoot?
Yeah. To
I
get
can't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, it's kind of around Long and McQuaid on Wall.
Sonic backline.
That's what it is.
So he's got a killer like early 70s JMP, and we had those 2 Marshalls and then two Fenders, and we were trying to show like using vintage amps with the Torpedo Studio, and as soon as like Joey Landreth plugged into this Marshall, I was like, he's not playing a Marshall. Like I was in the control room, I'm like, that's not a Marshall, and like my buddy Paul Yee was like, man, this he's like, this JCM 800 of my buddies is just like off the charts good. And
here we are.
so, and that was the first time I played it, and I played that JMP, and then like from then on, I was like, I'm going to buy like whatever I can find for vintage Marshalls for a decent price,
Yeah.
which is not easy to do. So yeah,
Well, there's the JMP.
yeah,
There's a few that you got in here. Did you have more?
I did. I actually sold one. That's when Dorian and I that's when we first met, right? Or second time? You bought a G3 before that? Right.
Oh, so that was your amp?
Yeah, so I bought,
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know that.
I bought a Friedman Phil X from Dorian, and then he bought. I had a 100-watt JCM 800 that I didn't like as much as this, and he really wanted it. And you must have emailed me like 5 or 10 times, just being like, "So what about that 800?" Because I typically don't sell anything, and like I was kind of like, yeah, sure. Like as long as you give me what I have in it, then. Which it was a good amp. It just doesn't. This one sags more. And it breaks up more. What's that? A lot more. Yeah. So this is what got me into like liking Marshalls again. Is because prior to that I always felt they sounded thin, and that JCM 2000 TSL just sounded like, and maybe it was the one that I was playing, or maybe it was the fact that like I had bought a triple rectifier, the output transformer on it blew, and this is what they gave me as a loaner, and I went to play a show, and I'm like, this is just awful. Like it's just it sucks. It was so quiet. It's supposed to be 150 watts, and it was crazy quiet. It sucks. So
Yeah, Phil X versus G120. There is one in here.
yeah, soon enough we can do that. We've got a BE100. We got a Phil X.
We just got to get the switcher hooked up so that we can actually
Yeah.
switch multiple amps through. Because I mean, obviously none of them have the embedded, so we have to find a way to cycle them all through the captor. But we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Max Goldfine. What's best for thrash and prog metal? honestly, man, I don't know how to play any of that, but I'm gonna probably guess that it's the G3 over the G4 because you're gonna
Yeah.
want it a bit tighter.
Yeah, I think anything progressive, I definitely like the voicing of the G3 a bit more just because it's a little bit more precise in terms of the attack, which I think is kind of the characteristic of like a prog guitar. I mean, well, who's to say? You know, there's so many different types of tones and prog bands and whatever, but as a general statement, I find the G3 to be a little more precise for those sounds.
Yeah. Definitely.
I like how, I like how once we talked about the JCM 2000, there's like a string,
I know,
string of people that are like, yeah, man, like it's the same problem. It's like,
So,
great.
Anthony, we already have it all kind of set up like that. So it's just not set up quite properly because, to be honest, it sounds like we're flexing super hard, but we have too many amps in here, so we had to buy another Ampete, and we just haven't set it up yet. So we have 3 Ampete 888s now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many amps we have in here, but like
Probably
20.
Probably 20. Yeah.
Maybe a little more
Yeah.
than 20. So that'll be coming where hopefully, you know, it'll be set up that we can just use the remote with the Ampete and dial things through. But, you know, we have to spend some significant time figuring out levels and things like that so that as we switch amps, it doesn't tear your head off.
It'll take a day of dialing in. So
But yeah,
Yeah.
that Friedman Phil X is pretty awesome.
yeah,
Like,
I like the BE too. I like Friedman's in general. They're just really nice sounding amps. Yeah.
Sean has the BE100 Deluxe. That amp is awesome. Dorian wants one.
You do?
And, like-
is that why you're nodding? You want it?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I've enjoyed every Friedman that I've played quite a bit.
Yeah. The only one I haven't really, like, I didn't spend enough time with, but that I haven't really gotten into was the Dirty Shirley. When I played it, I think it just didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
I had played the BE100 and then I played the Dirty Shirley and I'm like, no. Like, back to the BE. So, yeah.
Yeah, the Dirty Shirley. I use several simulations of it that I like, but I have. Yeah, it's like the meme on the internet where it's like the dude at the guitar store and he's like buying a pedal, and the sales guy's like, "Oh yeah, this is supposed to sound like a Marshall," and the guy plugs into the pedal and hates it. He's like, "Oh, Marshalls fucking suck." That's basically what it was like, like playing. But I get the gist for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave builds awesome stuff, man. He's killer. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think there's, sorry to anybody else that's doing it. I don't think there's anybody that does a better, kind of boosted Marshall or boosted Brit sound.
Yeah.
Out there, like maybe Metropolis. I played the Metroplex. That's a killer amp too.
I haven't
They're
played
super
them.
rare though.
I haven't played them, but I heard the Dovers are pretty good too.
Yeah.
They have kind of like the plexi sound going on. I'd really like to try one of those. But yeah, like for
I mean, you guys in the chat, isn't the Dover, isn't it like the Max Watt? Isn't it pretty much the same thing now?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Jack always run the G3 next to the BEOD. Sweet, best
Yeah.
of both worlds. Dover's totally different. Okay, Anthony would know better than I would. I just saw someone I've seen several people post about them saying it's kind of like a plexi sound. I haven't tried one. I wanted to try one at NAMM, but I didn't get the chance to. But I've heard great things about them. So yeah.
You want to hear more Green Channel?
I got her here. Give her a quick tune. Sorry, boys. Bang. Fun tune.
Nice.
Thank you. Gate is not turned on. Nope. That is the green channel with, this is my favorite setting on this amp right now. Green channel, blue drive, bright switch.
And the reverb.
And the verb is on right now. Spanky, exactly, dude. You know, like it's very round. Like it has low end and it's like it's smooth, but it has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Super percussive, right?
Mm-hmm. And this guitar sounds great for that too. Every time I do like it's like the middle with the split, so it's kind of running these like a telly, but they're like pretty hot.
Yeah.
Nice tone, for sure. What cab am I using? I'm using the stock 412 on the 100p, just the Rev 412. More getters.
Or wires are getting all crossed to your butt.
Oh, frig.
I gotta get my other telly fixed too. I keep forgetting about getting pickups died in it.
So for anyone who may care, what I just played through the Rev, this is with the Marshall. Oh, am I dead?
Lost you. What the heck? Who tuned? Oh.
Oh,
I was like,
I had it in Dad.
man, I'm like, what's going
No,
on
no, no.
here?
I had it in Dad Guide when we did that video. Sorry, I didn't tune it back. That was when we were shooting the other day. Shit, sorry. And the last video we posted with that guitar was in Dad Guide. Like, what the hell happened to
Yes.
this?
Jeez, I know the weather sucks, but this is.
There you go. Jack, that's because that record was recorded with a Rev 740. All the mid-gain tones on Shape of Color are Rev 740. Nah, it's just old.
It might have a dying.
It might. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, Anthony, you might be right. Like an amp like that benefits from a cab. Not to say that the Two Notes Tech isn't like top of its class and the absolute best of what it does, because it is. But with some amps, you gotta get the room vibrating. You know?
There you go. There's my trick.
Oh yeah, it's a. I can't even do it.
I like the fact that you can take it even with that much gain. It's gonna clean up fairly nice, right? Oh, it's the Poo Ninja.
There he is. I see you everywhere online, dude.
I know. I obviously, dude. I think that your job must be just to comment on YouTube videos. Like, I don't know how it's possible that you watch as many videos as you do. So, I appreciate all the love that I see from you. Though every time I see anything, like, anytime I see anybody post a video about Rev, like, I can guarantee that the
Poo Ninja's gonna be
show
there
up with two metal signs and Rev is awesome or something.
Sean, that telly sounds terrible. You
I
might as
know.
well sell it to Sean.
Yeah, Sean will be like, just send it down here. It'll be fine. I'll take it over. Sean actually lives literally like 30 seconds away from where this telly was built. Sam ran away. You want to know if the telly will chug? Yeah, this telly will chug for sure. Especially if I do this. It's quiet too, like. And that's like the gate's not on. That's just. Yeah. Play Enter Sandman. Oh man. That's simply different. Yeah. I don't remember how to play Enter Sandman.
That's it.
See that?
Man, that's such a throwback. That was the first Metallica song I learned ever.
Yeah, I learned it though.
Yeah. Back to the E.
Sorry.
There you go.
There you
That
go.
was great. That's awesome.
Oh, is that the Marshall that's like just.
Oh, just ripping. That's the Marshall with the G2. That's nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of cheating with this telly because it's got the Fishman Fluence Gristle Kings in it.
That's
Isn't
what the
that
set
they're
actually, I think it is, yeah.
The Greg Koch signature set.
Yeah, Greg Cox, that's my favorite. No,
It's that new
no,
one.
it's not. No, it's 6.
Yeah.
5.5, 6.
Do I know how to play Lagrange? Is that Lagrange?
All I know is
ZZ Top.
All I know is the dude plays sevens. I don't fucking know this song.
No, that's Tush, isn't it?
That is Tush, yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I didn't actually learn how to play other people's songs really ever.
No.
So
That was how I learned guitar, was learning other people's songs.
and you know what? I found that like I'm just horrifically impatient. So like all I'll do is I'll learn like the first part of the whatever the riff is,
Yeah.
right? And then I'm like, cool, I know that.
Yeah.
I know the only cool part of that song.
It's funny, that's what I do with like the cover gigs sometimes, like with the solos, I'll just learn like the first line.
Yeah.
Just make the rest of it up.
Yeah.
It's like people won't recognize that, but Gregory Cockery has a Griffey vocabulary. I love these comments.
Yeah.
That's with the Tube Screamer, like the old Tube Screamer. Sounds good.
Doesn't sound good to me from here, man. I did. Like,
No.
I hear that, and then I'm like,
Oh no, it's night and day. No need Kill Switch? Oh dude, I grew up on Kill Switch.
Here.
Absolutely.
Here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I've got the volume. So you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, we crossed too many times.
You're good. You can plug in.
Good.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Sorry, boys.
Here we go.
Robbie, I have no idea what's in the.
Blackhawks. They're bare knuckle Blackhawks. Are you?
Oh, hey, Max. No, I was. Sorry. I was the one that can't remember M. Sandman. Sam can play it, and I cannot play gent riffs or progressive riffs. So, you know.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, someone asked for Kill Switch. See if I can remember. Every metalcore riff in 2006.
Sounds like Papa Roach.
Gotta make sure you have the 9. Yeah.
Dude, we should get Murray Campbell down here to play a bunch of Every New Day riffs
Dude,
for like metalcore riffs.
That album is amazing, though.
Yes.
Their second record is
But
ridiculously
even in
good.
the darkest of places.
Yeah. That was Rose of Sharon. Yeah, that was Rose
Yeah.
of Sharon. Slipknot. Never. Oh man, I never learned any. Yeah, I mean, undeniably amazing band, but I was never a huge Slipknot fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna play Periphery.
That's Periphery. I don't remember.
Bad.
Oh man, what was I don't even remember. I used to know pretty much all of the first Periphery record because that came out when I was in grade 12 and didn't have friends. So I just learned all of it. It was good. Gojira. Oh man, I don't even know. Oh man, what's that? Heaviest Matter. Something like that. Dude, Gojira is like the most crushingly heavy band ever. Like,
Yeah.
if you ever get the chance to see them live, even if you're not a fan, it's just like a sonic assault on your body. Like, it's so good. Yeah.
Couldn't
That's awesome.
handle it, man. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Them and Meshuggah. Those are like the two must-see live metal bands.
I remember when like Carl and like a couple of dudes from here flew to LA during NAMM.
I was at that show with them.
just to go see.
I was at that
Meshuggah.
show with them. I ran into Carl in the lobby, and I was like,
Okay.
what are you doing here?
Yeah, like Carl and Brendan Wall and
Yeah, which is funny. So Carl is one of our workers in the shop. He's awesome, and we've had like many mutual connections before working here together. And I remember before we even had really worked here together, we ran into each other at that show. And that was also the show that Bill Burr was at when he wrote about like seeing Meshuggah live.
oh really?
Yeah, it was the same. Like there was tons of people there. I remember because we walked in. I was there with like Aaron and Pliny and a couple people, and we got there really early, like before security was even in, and we like walked into the VIP section unknowing that that's what it was. And then as the show filled up, we were like, "Oh, there's this dude. Oh shit, there's Bill Burr. Oh," and then we're like, "Oh, we're not supposed to be here." And then, yeah, it was good. It was a great show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good one. Jason has so many Periphery riffs. Frick.
Yeah.
Spoke about Bill Burr. He's the best. Sixth. Oh man, no. Sixth legit is one of my favorite bands ever. Death of a Dead Day is one of the best guitar albums ever. I don't know how to play any of it. I used to know a couple songs of that record, but if anyone on here is a prog fan and does not know Sixth, absolutely get their first. I guess they just put out 2 full records, but Death of a Dead Day and then The Trees Are Dead and Dried Out are both unbelievable genre-bending albums.
Max, play your favorite song. Man, I don't know what my favorite song is. And even if I did know what it was, I wouldn't know how to play it. So, sorry, dude. Huge disappointment.
It's one of the things about like working around music all the time. Is like I don't know if I can pick a favorite song anymore.
What's that?
Total Nuts. Periphery song. Oh man, we've tried to fix the internet. So for anyone who doesn't know, we're located like 20 minutes outside of Winnipeg in basically we're outside of a town outside of Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So this is
We're on like a small acreage where there's nothing else around, so
Yeah.
the internet is all like wireless internet and sucks, and like, yeah. So somebody was gonna say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an F. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's
I
an
don't
F.
play it properly.
Sounds cold. It's not too bad today. It's been cold recently, but
Yeah, it's been nice the last couple of days. It was really cold a week ago.
I got a brisket this weekend. It's good.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Just out for a little rip there, bud.
A couple bar down shots, you know.
Yeah,
frig.
a little tilt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
Still nard, bud.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a couple Molsons.
What? No Labatt's? What's going on?
Oh, it's trash, bud.
No, it's not
Spare
trash.
parts.
Oh, jeez. Tell me spare parts. You gotta get some old club. They still got club around, bud?
Dude, literally in like grade 9, the first time I got drunk was off club, and it was horrible. It's the fucking-
Maybe get a little bit of OV.
No, I never went that far. No, there was like that or like the was it Gold Strong or
Oh.
Cold Stone, like the 2 liters.
Extra
What-
old stock?
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
mean-
what it was.
Oh, no, you're talking about like old, like OE?
Oh no. Oh, I mean, you know what Edward 40 hands is?
No.
Where they duct tape 2 OEs to your hands. You don't get them off until you drink them, and you're just done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, the beer to drink was like, if you wanted to get ripped, the beer to drink was to try to get a hold of extra old stock because it was like 7%.
Yeah, that was like black ice when I was a
Taste-
kid. Just trash.
Oh, just garbage.
So bad.
But you'd be ripped real fast, especially at 13 years old.
Is it at least a positive number? No, it's about minus to minus 10 right now, maybe.
You guys ever play drunk? You know what? I actually quit drinking. This sounds ridiculous, but I quit drinking when I was like 15. So no.
Got her in young.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, I like to have like a couple drinks just to like loosen up my conscience, but I don't think I could play a show like drunk. Like, no, can't do it. Nor would I want to when, like, you know, why would, you know, you want to put on a good show for the kids that are watching. You want to play.
I'm going to
best
put
you can.
money down that Dorian's been drunk playing a show before.
I'm not saying I haven't. Oh, dude, no, there's been a few.
It's just my bet right now that Dorian was playing on a pop punk band. Pop punk band? Is that fair? Rock band? Emo band?
Yeah.
On Warped Tour. There's zero chance that either you or another one of your members of your band wasn't hammered during one of your shows.
There was one interval show that we played where we were direct support on a show on the tour, and we ended up booking an off date without the headliner last minute, and like 10 kids showed up, and we were just like, okay, let's go, let's
remember-
have fun.
I remember playing a local show here with a bunch of other bands that got hammered during the show. Do you remember the band Hot Live Guys? I'm pretty sure it's a band called Hot Live Guys that they were
It's a
just
sweet band name.
just ripped, and it was just terrible. Sorry to anybody from that band if you're watching. But wasn't a good time.
Miami, I wish I was there right now, man. Frick.
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't get snow. Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That it was funny at first about what was going on in Texas until we saw how serious it was. And we're
No, it's like a
now now
legitimate
it's not
problem.
funny.
Yeah, at first we're like, oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
they don't
snowed
know how
in
to deal with
Texas.
snow, and then we're like, oh no,
they
this
don't
is
know how to deal with
this
snow.
is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
Stream goes to potato once you rip on the internet. It's listening. You ever thought about something and then your phone shows it to you? That's what's happening right now. The internet,
yeah.
the internet is listening. It's like I swear the other day I like thought about a specific type of chocolate that I wanted, and then I got an ad for it. The internet is always listening.
Yes.
32 in Delaware, so that's not too far off, Jack. Like 30's around 0 for us, so you're not too far off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
32 is 0, isn't it?
Actually, it might be exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. 43. Yeah, that's about 8. I don't get the scale.
Yeah. So that's. I don't have anything else to do. You guys have
No,
any other
man. Yeah, we
any
stepped,
other questions or anything?
stepped through a bunch of tones, had some fun. You know, I know you miss me. We always miss you.
Yeah.
Myth. Myth? Did I say that? I always miss you, Anthony.
Oh, Anthony, I missed being in California so much this year. This is the first time that I've been
yeah, for you.
in Canada
Big
during
slap.
yeah.
Yeah.
First time I've been here for like the big like minus 40 to minus 50 snap that we get every year, and I haven't been here for this. I think it's been 7 years that I've missed it.
Yeah.
And
Since Rev started, probably.
Yeah.
Or since Rev started going to NAM.
yeah,
And I think my first NAM show with you was 2016. No, 2016. 2016.
okay,
was my first
15
NAM.
was the first one.
Yeah, 2016 was my first NAM with you. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because Dallas and Donovan came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas.
That was the best.
The most guys who don't drink.
The most clean cut dude I know. Just like this dude's like 6'3", super cut, like in good shape, super healthy. I forget what he drank, but like I had to carry this dude 5 blocks back to the NAM house and tuck him in bed and make sure he fell asleep so he knew he wasn't gonna puke and choke on it. He was like convinced that was gonna happen.
He walked into the house, and I have never seen somebody so visibly like,
And it's
just visibly hammered, but still standing up and like trying to act like they're not drunk, and immediately failing to like just immediately. And we were like, "Whoa!" Like this dude is ripped.
yeah,
Like,
and you just met Dallas and NAM, but like he's like the cleanest cut dude I know.
earlier in the day we were talking about like going back to the house after the show, like to be fair, like Rev rents a house at NAM. Literally no one that's at the house stays and gets ripped unless Kyle comes, but like with the exception of Kyle, like most guys
And me.
yeah, well yeah, but you leave, like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
you normally go out, like most of the guys at the house were all 40 and over and
Yeah.
boring.
It's fair.
So everybody wants to go to bed by like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And Dallas was like, "Oh man, like I don't drink at all." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. You'll fit right in with a bunch of us hanging out after the show."
Well, the problem is we went and hung out with the Polyphia guys,
Yeah.
and they just slammed him.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Peter Trout, Andy, I'm gonna go black as well. I think so. Scott Craker, I'm not sure if Scott's still here, but Scott's been wanting to order an amp, and he's been taking pictures of every custom build that we've done and actually photoshopping all the different color combinations. And I think the black works best for me with that. So. White Clawed one night last year. Yeah, that was because that was the only way I could sleep on that fold-out couch. To do that.
Your choice is that or sharing a room with me, which you're not going to sleep if you share the room with me
Didn't
either.
sleep much sharing it with Dan, so it's fine.
Sorry, Art had asked a little bit earlier of how our production times are looking. It's pretty good, Art. I don't know if you send me an email or send Sam an email. Derek at revamps.com or Sam at revamps.com. We'll get you like a firmer ETA, but
Yeah.
most of the Mark IIIs, I expect we're gonna have the vast majority of the first batch out within the next like 3 to 4 weeks max.
Yeah.
It's
it's
we just
ramping
finished a massive order that's going over to Europe, to our distributor in Europe, and now it's back to a lot of the
That order literally took 2 weeks. It's like-
yeah.
yeah.
So
Now we're back to regular scheduled programming.
we're quit complaining about being stuck in the sunroom. Next time you're gonna be sleeping in the van.
I saw someone ask favorite guitar tones on a record that we heard this year. Anything for you? We were just talking about the 4 Year Strong album.
Yeah.
I really like how that album sounds. Will Putney mixed that, and I'm not sure what they used on it, but that album sounds really good.
So my problem would be that I don't know what record I heard that's from this year, or from last year, because I'm really terrible, and I wasn't joking when I say that Sam walks in and listens or hears me listening to Guns N' Roses or
Yeah.
or Disciple or some other band that I'm like, oh, I heard this song that I haven't heard in 12 years.
Yesterday
and it's
was
awesome.
Disciple, and it was funny because I was like, you had something on, and I was like, oh, you listened to 4 Year Strong? And you're like, yeah, this is 4 Year Strong.
Yeah,
Like, great, and that was what's prompted us to listen to this
Yeah.
album. It was one of the older ones.
Yeah. So
Any news on Revamp 740s? Not yet, but something is inevitable. We don't know what it is yet.
so
We'll figure it out.
The Revamp 740, I'll let you guys know. Right now, the plan is like very late this year. So
Yeah.
Derek's favorite guitar tones are on the Rivertown Saints album. Oh man,
I haven't heard of those guys.
how do you play Bonfire again? Somewhere in there. It's terrible. Everybody go listen to Bonfire by Rivertown Saints. and then come back and see if you can destroy Jeremy's life by telling him that it's terrible. And
He's gonna hijack our website and just fucking make us look like shit.
Here's the thing: Jeremy's the only one here that's actually had a song in like the top 20. Like,
I know.
Like we rip on him, but Jeremy's actually had like real success in a band where the rest of us went and played tiny shows for. I mean, you toured with Intervals, but like
Yeah.
Jeremy's actual. So Jeremy, I didn't play it. Yeah.
But it's your song, dude. So
Yeah.
there you go. Welcome to Pop Radio. I didn't play it, but it's my song.
I don't remember how to do it. Sorry, Jeremy. Now it's cooler.
That's a little R&B.
Nice.
Cool.
How's the G20 2020 Wet Dry Wethead coming along? Oh, Poo Ninja, you know what? It's coming along great.
So you've clearly scoured the YouTube comments.
Yes, exactly. The Wet Dry Wet. Yeah. I think you're probably just buying 3 amps. So,
Which is cool.
Jeremy,
you know?
I'm the most famous C-level Canadian country artist you guys know. Are you sure about that, man? I know a lot of Canadian country artists, and so does Sammy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lots of sea level going on.
What about like what? I don't want to say anything because I don't want to insult somebody if they say that they're C-level country artists.
I think I know what you're thinking about.
Carl, I know Carl.
No,
and he works for us.
Jess is above sea level though.
Oh no.
Jess
Okay.
is pretty big in
I
Canadian
just
country
stepped in it,
radio.
huh? I'm saying that's yeah.
Yeah. No, Jess is big.
He just keeps going down D level, E level.
E level.
Yeah. So
Yeah. No, Carl, who we were talking about earlier, plays with Jess Moskaluk, who is a great singer, great Canadian country singer. Yeah, I'm trying to think, I guess Canadian country in its own, I won't go too much further with that sentence.
dude, I just want to play the country band and play at Country Fest.
Yeah.
Like for no other reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like
I was just
this
thinking
sort
about
of terrible bro country
Yeah.
band where our first record will be called Welcome to the Brodeo.
Dude, I just remember. Yeah, sea level means you're still your own roadie. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and it also means that your singer doesn't help at all.
That doesn't matter what level you're at.
I was gonna say Country Fest, the last one that I was at was where it got rained out. I don't know if you were there. Scott might have been there, your brother. For that one.
My brother would have been. I might have had to miss to go to Sweetwater Gear Fest
Yeah.
one year.
Yeah.
It was during Country Fest.
I just remember, we got rained out, and it was like blustering winds, and you know how it's like with like the stage, and then there's the hill going
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and then there's like the rafters, and there's usually like tarps coming down.
Yeah.
And I just remember we were just kind of like staring out to see what was going on, and all of a sudden, the wind blew the tarps out, and there was this guy taking a piss, and he realized that the tarps got blew out, and everybody saw him, and he tripped and fell down the hill. It was like it was one of the
That's
best
awesome.
things I've ever seen. 2018, yeah. Oh, Jeremy, you were there because it was with
Yeah.
because I was working for Dallas and James Barker, and then you guys opened. Yeah, that was totally what it was.
Yeah, I missed that year. It's the one year that like Jeremy's our good friend and web designer, and he lives in Ottawa, and him and I have been friends for years, and like he was all hyped because his band got booked to play Country Fest, and I've been going to Country Fest as their head rigger for nearly 20 years, and the one year I had to miss was the year his band got booked to play. So he was coming, and I'm like, I'm
not
I'm
here,
gonna be
dude.
there.
Sorry.
Like I had to be in the States with 2 notes.
I'm not your friend, guy.
I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
Not your buddy, guy.
Listen, Jeremy Kroll was messaging me last night, and he's like,
That totally
"Listen,
reminds me of
listen
Jeremy
here, buddy."
Kroll. Yeah. Cool.
I find the lack of P90 disturbing. You know what? I'm getting some new guitars that are going to be fun.
You couldn't decide between one, so you ordered both.
Yeah.
Great.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
We'll do a stream once they get here. We'll see how long it takes to get here. Everybody's sold out of everything, so it takes forever. But yeah, that'll be fun.
Listen, that'll totally. We won't say what they are yet, but that'll give us a totally different
Vibe.
sound. Yeah, totally different sound.
You're right, though. We do have. Scott doesn't know about it yet.
Scott right away. Oh,
Yeah.
new guitars.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you about them tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, so P90. So what should we get? What should we have? What's the best thing that has P90s in it?
Like a Les Paul.
A Les Paul.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like. I get it. I'm not.
Baker's got a gold top with P90s. You know who should answer this question? Is P90 a workout or something? I was gonna say who should answer this question is Sean.
There it is.
Sean will tell us what we should get that has P90s in it.
And since Gibson, I just saw they announced the Mustang model today. Actually, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard from one of my buddies who, yeah, I heard from one of my buddies that is like has a bunch of friends that work at Gibson. There's a whole slew of metal guitars and stuff that they're
working
like. There's a
on.
bunch of stuff that is
Cool.
in the works.
Awesome.
So I'm guessing it's mostly artists.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool to see. I mean, because that's what those guys played back in the day. You know, before they went to. I don't know. I think Mustaine was always a Dean, but I know, like, Hetfield switched to ESP pretty early on. But they were all starting on Gibsons. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Get a dang LP Junior. Yeah.
I will if I can find one for stupid
I
amount
was gonna
of
say
money.
I had a buddy in Halifax who was selling like a '50s one for like an outrageous amount of money.
Yeah, no thanks.
But someone bought it. Like, yeah. I only played P90s. Yeah.
24 Frets opened up a new direction. For them.
Maybe. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
So, curious what the current product. I think that's maybe gonna say production time is, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what it's
and we'll wait for our potato intern to catch up.
Potato Net.
I only played P90s.
Who's Joe? I don't know.
Is it me or did the comment section just get weird?
Yeah.
Like it just all of a sudden
You
doesn't
guys
make any
see
sense.
the Dan Mustaine USA Kramer? No, but that'd be cool. We got a couple Kramers kicking around here. A-string fan fret.
Oh.
No, Scott. No.
No,
No.
SG Phil, SG special, man. I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but SG stands for shit guitar. I don't want any SGs. I've had 2 of them. I cannot.
Dude,
my-
I'd crush an SG over a Les Paul any day.
I cannot stand. Joe is the one running around with a gun in his hand.
Oh man, I've been weird the
Nice
whole
Hendrix.
time. I've been weird the whole time.
The neck dive on SGs drives me crazy. The body's not big enough. It's not heavy enough for me. They sound great. Yeah. But
Somebody asked, I hit under by mistake. Yeah.
you like
I'm good.
SGs? You guys can't see Dorian. Dorian's like, nah. Dorian's a Les Paul guy. You know what we should get is Dorian offered to bring his. It's a Les Paul that you have with the Evertune, right? Yeah. He's got a Les Paul with an Evertune. We should bring an Evertune in here for you to do all your gen stuff on.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Mhm.
Try it out. I've only played one once, and it was different.
Drew, thoughts on Quad Cortex?
I tried it in NAMM, and it's great. Yeah, it's a good, like I haven't had too much hands-on experience with the Quad Cortex itself, but the neural plugins sound great. And, you know, they've done a great job marketing it, and it seems like a great device. So
Yeah, I have a few friends that have gotten like early, like either YouTubers or a couple of dealers who have gotten like advanced models to check out, and they all seem very impressed with it. I like all of their media is amazing on it. Like their launch video on that was crazy. You know, a true marketing person that I'm like, yeah, whatever the product is,
This
that's
looks awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
a fantastic job in how this looks. I mean, I'd love to check it out. I'm not big on modeling, obviously.
I think
Mostly-
it has a purpose.
Absolutely, and I'm not knocking it. The reason I'm not big on modeling is I'm really terrible at like learning, like all of the different options. Like
computer
legitimately,
aspect.
yeah, and like legitimately, I mean, you know how I run all my pedals. I literally have one setting, and then I'm like, that sounds good. I'm just gonna leave it like that forever. Like,
Yeah.
and I'll adjust my hands and maybe a bit of EQ on the amp. But even amps, like I plug in everything, and most of the time when it's sitting at noon, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Like the rest of it, I'm going to control with the volume control on my guitar more than anything.
It's funny though. Even when we were tracking today, everything was set to noon. It's like, sounds good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, I've been really spoiled that the way that Dan designs things, the amps do sound great with the EQ at noon, so I don't really have to change much of anything. So, yeah. The Joey, the SG neck dive drove him so mad he put a weight on the back of the strap to even it out. Yeah, that's smart. I would just get a different guitar because I just like it would drive me that crazy. So, yeah. Kevin, the dual wide. Yeah,
There's been a lot of talk of, I mean, hypothetically, of course, but we've thrown around a lot of ideas, and that definitely has been brought up a couple times that people would be interested in that. I don't know how far we'll go, but
yeah, I would say I'll just Sam's a lot more diplomatic than I. No plans to develop a deluxe dual switch pedal like that.
he also knows better than I do. So
There
just
is,
listen to him.
yeah, there is plans for some new things in pedals from us in sometime in 2020. A lot of 2021.
Last year.
Years, yeah, yeah, exactly. There was plans last year to do some stuff, but we didn't get it done. So I guess it's now this year. Yeah, I don't know, and you guys can answer this better for me. I don't know how many people really want just a, either G2 and a G3 together, a G2 and a G4 together, or a 3 and a 4. It's, to me, by the time we build a double wide pedal, it's going to be more money, and, it'll be a little bit less money than buying each pedal individually, but
Logistically, doesn't make a lot of sense.
yeah, it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. This sounds horrible, but I don't know if we would sell enough of them to justify the amount of time it would take to design it. That's
Yeah.
really
And one thing you've said as well too is with a new product that we put out, we want it to be unique, and
Yeah.
that wouldn't really be a unique product. It would more or less just be a bundle product.
Yeah.
We want to put out things that are pushing the envelope of what they're intended to do, and yeah.
Yeah, the pedal amp / hybrid thing, Poo Ninja, and the comment's already gone, but somebody said combining all three. I'd be more into that. Just full disclaimer, there's no real plans for anything like that yet. But that's more intriguing to me than just combining two of what we already have into something.
Yeah.
Sean message about the Nags there. Dude, I've only played one Nags. It was phenomenal, but I don't know anywhere near enough about their line. I should
I've heard
should
great
learn
things,
more
yeah.
about them.
Yeah,
It's the same with Tom Anderson's, right?
Andersons are
They're
awesome
really
guitarists,
great,
yeah.
but I've played one and I don't know much about the rest of them.
Boutique Super Strat feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really, really interested in Sean's Tyler, even though I can't stand a headstock on it. Everyone I know who has one says it's the best Strat they've ever played. And Sean has a Nick Johnson Strat pretty much identical to mine, except it's just 3 single coils instead of
Right.
and a different color. And yeah, if Sean says that Tyler is nicer than the Nick Johnson, that piques my interest.
For sure.
Waiting on a Sean Tubb signature pedal? Me too, man. I would love to absolutely love for... Sean does work with us in content creation and in product development, so dude's ears and hands are so amazing. I would love to see whatever Sean would come up with. So, yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're okay. A couple more questions if you guys have any. How about a Lunar Eye Silver Sky? Anthony, I hated the Silver Sky when I played it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a huge Strat and Telly guy. The neck feels really strange to me, and I couldn't get into it. And I love PRS, obviously. It's weird. I don't know if I need to give it another chance, but honestly, the Silver Sky was the biggest disappointment in a piece of gear when it came out for me, because at NAMM there are very few guitars that I will leave the booth to go try. Just because typically I have meetings the whole time, and I purposely was I'm going to play the Silver Sky.
Yeah.
And I went and I touched it, and I was like, no, the neck was nothing like what I thought it would be.
I love how they sound, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Even the Swamp Ash models with the maple necks, I those guitars were awesome, and I'm like, why doesn't the Silver Sky have this neck?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing it was for me, is the neck. So yeah. Well, I mean, Anthony, if you bought the Lunar Ice or whatever it's called, you bought the one that everybody wants. That's they're all $5,000 now. So, whether you like it or not, you're pretty safe.
You're getting it.
When can we do? What did he say about a fake Max?
Oh, when will we make the fake Max available? And did we find out who the person actually was? Yeah, I don't.
We didn't really find out who he was.
You would know better than I would.
We just
yeah.
know that he's a kid in Southern Ontario.
In all honesty, it was probably some kid who was just having some fun Like I don't think it, like although it was something that did cost a few companies a decent amount of money in
Yeah.
believing it. I don't think his intent was malicious. I think it was just this kid who was messing around, thought he could get away with something, and got called out on it and got a fake amp, and then realized he got caught. So
And this type of thing happens to us a lot. Like Rob Baker just ran that. I didn't even talk about this on our marketing meeting because I just left it alone. But literally, somebody emailed in last week being like, "I'm so excited that I won the amp. Let me know when you need my address." And it was clearly not Jonathan Morin who had won the amp. And I was like, are people? This sounds really awful, but are people this dumb that they think that we don't check, whether or not you're the winner of a $3,000 guitar amp? We'll just be like, "Oh yeah, bro, no problem. We'll send it right out." That's never gonna happen. For anybody who's watching this who thinks there's not that many of you watching this that I think would ever do this, but don't be stupid. We're not stupid. That's why, with the fake Max thing, that's why we noticed that there was something up, and some companies get fooled by it mainly because they're just way too busy to deal with things,
totally,
right?
man. We're trying to get by.
Yeah.
So
sorry. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. Oh no, we literally just changed the file that we used to etch the normal amps to that, and then put nothing in it, and just sent him an amp chassis with that etched on it. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Would have loved to see that kid's face though when he opened it.
Oh, it would have been so good. If it wasn't for COVID, with how cheap it was to fly to Toronto, I would have gone.
Yeah.
And just been like, "Hey, I got your amp, man.
Yeah.
What's up?"
Yeah. Hey, we'll bring it to your house. Give us your address.
I'd just borrow Bo's Purelator jacket that he was wearing, that it'd be way too tight on me. And just show up and be like, "What's
Is
up?"
that what it actually is? It's a Purelator jacket.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Awesome.
That's sick.
All right. Okay. Enough shenanigans for tonight. It's been a very long time. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us for
Yeah, man.
so long.
It was a lot of fun.
It's fun.
A lot of fun.
I'm gonna do our tradition of going and eating pizza now that we're done.
Derek's gonna go eat pizza and then work till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full disclosure: I did take a nap this afternoon, so I think I have to do some work because I probably have 200 emails that I haven't answered. So to anybody who's emailed me, sorry. That's why I tell you to email Sam as well, because then it'll actually get dealt with.
That's how I know Derek's at a busy night. I wake up and I'm like, oh, 10 emails.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
All of them at 3 a.m. This is great. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys.
All right.
No, drop D. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Whenever we do this again, a couple weeks or something.
Yep.
Thanks.
Peace.